Hello, this is Jeff Hamrick at Rhodes College again. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes talking about generating both a basic statistical summary of a quantitative attribute as well as the so-called five-number summary of a quantitative attribute. I've already imported into Fathom the so-called body fat percentage data set. Recall with me that this set of data has information about body measurements related to approximately 250 sailors in the U.S. Navy. The prominent attributes in this data set are the body fat percentages, as well as other attributes like weight in pounds, height in inches, and various circumferences like neck, chest, and abdominal circumference measured in centimeters, I believe. I'm going to focus on the heights of the males in this data set. To generate a statistical summary, drag down the summary table and go on ahead and take this height attribute and drop it into the summary table. Fathom defaults to creating a table with just the mean in it. In other words, Fathom recognizes that the variable we're dealing with is quantitative, and it knows not to take a count, but instead to take a mean. And so the mean height in this data set is 70.1488 inches, roughly speaking. We can upgrade this summary table, though, to a so-called basic statistics summary table. Just having this summary table highlighted in blue, go up to Summary and press Add Basic Statistics. And you'll notice if you restretch this summary table out that now you have some different information about the attribute you're focusing on. For example, we have the mean of the heights, the total count of the heights. There were 252 sailors whose body measurements were taken for this particular study. The standard deviation of the heights is 3.66286. The standard error, we'll talk about that later this semester, is 0.23, roughly speaking, and Fathom reports to us that it regards none of the cases in this data set to have missing values for height. So that's how we create a basic statistical summary. I'm going to go on ahead and create a fresh summary table and drag a fresh instance of the height attribute into it. And I just want to point out that the five-number summary that we talked about in class that's used to draw the box and whiskers plot can also be easily generated in Fathom. With this summary table highlighted in the blue halo, go up to Summary and toggle to Add Five-Number Summary. I'm going to stretch this out again, and you see that in addition to the default statistic of mean, the default measure of mean, we now have 5 other measures or statistics in there in the summary table. Supposedly the minimum height observed in the data set is 29.5 inches. That strikes me as a typo of some sort, as an outlier created by human error. I'll talk in another screencast about deleting that value. The first quartile is 68.25 inches. The median height is 70 inches. The third quartile, or the 75th percentile, is 72.25 inches. And finally, the maximum value in the height attribute column is 77.75 inches. So this is how you create, respectively, a basic statistical summary in Fathom as well as a five-number summary in Fathom.